I'm Patrice Bisiot, author, executive coach, and the founder of Image Reading. So today, before the sun even rises, it's the Sunset Pier, as you can recognize the wheel behind me. It's about continuing our journey on appearance. And this is also why I'm wearing such casual outfit, because I want to show you we are going to talk about something really important, body language. And this is precisely why I want you all to understand leadership starts with your body language. And this is precisely today's episode, body language. Make it your superpower. So we're gonna go for tip number one, and that's something that's overlooked so often that I'm always surprised to knowing that leaders actually of the world just think of it like, doesn't really matter. It matters. So tip number one, posture breeds success. All right, let me explain just a quick example, but I've seen it so many times. My client, 2 days ago, I was in Atlanta, and here I am, having him walking into the room. It's really early morning, like sort of today. So, everybody's tired, and he's in a time of his life where he has a lot of changes happening. He doesn't even really know even if he's growing the company or selling it. So he's really in a place where, he's not so motivated. But you know what, at the end? No one cares. Because as long as you are a leader, if you want to retire, then you retire and you stop doing what you do. But as long as you are doing what you do, you need to be leading the pack. You are the inspiration. You are the guide. So he walks into the room. Mind you, it's very early again. It's really early morning, and everybody would probably feel better in bed than being here. Great. So what do you think happened? He walks into the room. Not only he brought basically his personal problems and his personal sort of doubts in the room. He's tired. His body is slouching, his arms are hanging, and basically, I didn't say he dragged his feet, but it was really close. And this is someone, mind you, that actually has understood a lot about like the wearing, the appearance, perfect suit, perfect tie, the shirts are perfect, everything about that, he's really on point with it. So, okay, that's great. But that's my point. If you are wearing couture, you can wear custom, you can wear whatever you want. You are the one wearing this outfit. You are the one commanding the room. You are the one here to inspire. And I will say it over and over because that's the thing. It's not just some frivolous little detail. Posture is everything. If he had walked into the room, his shoulders would be up, there's chest too, and he would bring that commanding presence and energy. You imagine that it's early morning and everybody rather be anywhere else but here. That's how you ignite what's going to happen next. So that's my point, where you walk into a room, on this room, show how much power you have, show how much you're going to deliver. Maybe even what you have to say is not that important, but because the way you present yourself, the way you enter, that's going to set the tone for the rest of it. Because that meeting, by the way, was not so successful. I can read the energy. Everything was just about you could tell. But that's because my client walked in with a wrong attitude, and in that second, he just sent the energy, I'm tired, I don't really care, I don't really want to be here. Well, if you don't want to be here and you don't really care, why should I care? Why should I listen to you? So that's my tip number one. Please, please, please have that star quality walking to the room. And I know sometimes we have our own doubts and insecurities. It doesn't matter. You're here to lead everyone else and to make you the drive and the engine and fire of your company. So I want you to please remember, before great clothing, posture is your success. All right, so now another very important point, and it is gestures strengthen your message. So you know that a lot of you are obviously having people to present projects to, ideas to. Well, that's the thing. You see me, I talk with my hand all the time. Okay, I'm French, I know it's a cultural thing. Italians do that too, they're known for that. People make fun of it, but really at the end, it is about that. It is about That's my way to display my passion. Just imagine the same content I've been delivering to you for all those weeks. I would be in front of the camera, my voice tone would go down, my arms are sort of against my body. Okay, and I talk and I tell you all my message, and gestures are very important to strengthen your message. You imagine? No, that's precisely what it is. The person in front of you, for instance, it's a business lunch, business dinner. It's a meal where you actually are conducting business, where you are trying to convince the person, you know what? Invest in my company. Be my business partner. Anything that has to do that's business related. The person doesn't know you from Adam. Yeah, I mean, they do. They can probably Wikipedia you. They can do a few things to obviously knowing what what they are looking into. But at the end, that this is precisely the journey here, is image and appearance. This is what they're buying. They're buying the trust they can find in you. This is your value. Gesture is your value, is your way to convey trust, because that's the way. And I know for some of you, you probably think, okay, him, no, I promise I don't do drugs, I don't do anything, no. So, I really know what I'm saying. It really is, and I know it's part of the subliminal messages that are a little harder to grasp because they are not the obvious for some of you. But if you really look at it, now put yourself into that perspective, and that person is pitching you with absolutely zero body language. Zero. They just look at you and they call, their hands are on the table, and they just talk. Nothing comes out of them except that. Don't you think you wonder by the end of the meal what just happened, or by the end of the meeting, whatever the setting is? But isn't that something that tells you who the person is? How many times did I actually, made my pitch, and actually I was hired on the way I speak? Not even from my content, obviously from what I have to offer and the solution I bring to problems. Of course, they're hiring me for that. But what made the difference with others? Because again, remember, gestures will set you apart from the others. Because if you are that one with a personality, with a charisma, again, your body posture we just established is on point. Now you're talking with your hand and you're showing how much you really, really love that. That's it. The sale is made. It's done. The person in front of you will sign the deal and will go for it, because that is what people want to see. They want to see you. They want to see your personality. They want to see your confidence. This is what you're selling. Before the brand, before everything, you are your own brand. You are your own image. Before representing a company or your company, you are who people are buying. So remember, gestures strengthens messages. And finally, tip number 3, but before that, let's recap this episode, making sure it's all clear for everyone. We have understood posture is everything. It creates the command. All the gesture, all those little subliminal messages are really making you the best of leader. Great. So that leads me to telling you, you remember what a leader does best, right? Observe and listen. All right. Now, we're going to go, especially for the observer, for tip number 3, watch your audience's body language. It'll tell you everything about them. It'll tell you if they are engaged with you. And I don't care if it's a one-on-one or if it's a one on a group, because maybe you're on stage, you're presenting a keynote. I don't care. I want you to be the best at what you do. That's why I'm here for you, delivering this content every week. It's about you understanding that it is not just you doing a good job at talking about what you know. Great. But if the person across from you, and if you have a full room, okay, and I'm talking 100, 200, 300 people, I understand you cannot keep all those people engaged all at the same time. You will have drifters. It's only human to not being able to have your attention for 2 hours straight. That's fine. But if the entire room is actually crossing their legs from one side to the next, is looking up and thinking, wow, this room could use a coat of paint. Or, what am I going to get for lunch? Well, you're not doing such a good job. Or, in a small group, I see it so many times. The guy, the girl, la 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 la, and they go. Yes, we know, you know your topic by heart. You know what you're doing. You're not where you're at because you don't know what you're saying. Of course. But there is a way to communicate it That's body language, but you want that to be reciprocated to you, because that's how it tells you if you do a good job. Because if I have someone across from me that's gonna go, uh-huh, mm-hmm, oh, okay, mm-hmm, uh-huh, the entire time I'm saying something, well, I'm not doing such a good job, because I'm not inviting them in. Because that's the thing too, by observing their body language, you see them drifting away, okay, that's fine, we all do it. And even if it's a one-on-one and it's really intense and interesting, it's only human. The imagination takes over, and it's, you go for a few seconds, you get out of your body. That's fine. Bring them back in by engaging and knowing that body language is completely and consistently in sync with you. That's how you know you're doing a good job. So remember, that's just as important as the way you deliver. You want people to receive it and to actually get this body language back to you. All right? I hope that's understood. That was today's episode. Thank you again very much for your time. I love spending time with you. I love our rendezvous every single week. So remember to like, to comment, to click, to share, subscribe to my channel. Of course, always info@patricebisiot.com for every question you have. And I will see you on the next episode.